Hey Sadhguru, thanks so much for coming. I'm Ethan. And my question revolves around, so as you explained, you know, business has this fundamental like self-interest that ends up driving value for others. And I think at the personal level, a lot of us will be more open to like leading in a more conscious way if we also see it, fulfilling our self-interest. And so I would love for you to talk about some of the benefits that you've seen of conscious leadership and like how that can actually transform an organization and how that leads to more business success so that we can keep that in mind, when things get tough and we don't resort to our old stressed out ways and know that it's actually going to help us kind of create value for people and build a better organization generally.
So when you say stress, essentially you start behaving in an unreasonable way. Hello? Behaving in an unreasonable way means whenever people do something that you think is not in line with what you think should happen, you give them a piece of your mind. You must look at this term. So I gave somebody a piece of my mind means you got really nasty with them. So why is pieces of your mind all nasty? Why isn't pieces of your mind beautiful? Why are they nasty? If you have a nasty mind, piece of your mind is nasty. If you had a beautiful mind, piece of your mind would be beautiful and it would be treasured by everybody, isn't it? This happened. Shankaran Pillai's wife lost her mind completely. Then the doctor examined her and said, she's completely lost her mind. So Shankaran Pillai said, I'm not surprised at all, last 15 years she's giving me a piece of it every day. So it must be gone. So if you start giving a piece of your mind every day, very soon you'll be half brain or no brain, isn't it? See, most human beings, right now, their way of being is determined by somebody else. People keep asking me, Sadhguru, all this variety of work in a day, the number of things and the variety of things I manage are insane. If anybody has to go crazy, I'm the first candidate because I work with volunteers. Over 4,600 full-time volunteers and over 9 million part-time volunteers, doing variety of projects around the world. Working with volunteers means they didn't all come out of Berkeley business school and they know what to do. No, nobody's trained for the job. Enthusiastic, but they don't know what the hell to do. And you can't fire them because they're volunteers. Try to work like this with people, you'll go crazy in 3 days. But I'll not go crazy because I have not given this privilege to anybody that somebody can make me happy, somebody can make me unhappy, somebody can make me angry, somebody can make me miserable. These privileges I kept to myself. This is all you need to do. This is what consciousness means. That means what happens within you happens the way you want it. What happens around you will never happen 100% your way, little bit my way, little bit your way, little bit somebody else's way. This is the way the world will always shape itself. But what happens within me must happen the way I want it. If everything within you happened the way you want it, would you keep yourself blissful or miserable? Blissful, of course. So right now, the simpler way of approaching is just this. Now, I found ways, yoga, yogic system, I'm sorry, if I use that word, people think twisting and turning yourself, wearing Lululemon. No, the word yoga means this, the word yoga means union. Union means you consciously obliterated the boundaries of your individuality. This is yoga. You can sit here and do it, stand and do it, in your workplace you can do it. Essentially, you obliterated the boundaries of your individuality. That means you're breathing life. One important aspect is, right now education is seeing how to increase your memory, right? Knowledge means memory. But the yogic systems are always looking at how to enhance the life that you are. When I say life that you are, see, this is my body, that's your body. This is my mind, that's your mind. These things will never come together. Here and there, you can do little companionship and looks like mind has come together, you can do little sexuality and think bodies have come together, but this is my body, that's your body, do whatever you want. This is my mind, that's your mind, do whatever you want. Yes or no? But there is no such thing as my life and your life. This is a living cosmos. You captured some, I captured some, that's all. Now how much you capture, this will determine how significant a life you are. Right now, if you have big muscle, small mind and a smaller level of life force within you, you will see your body will speak always first. This was how humanity was for a long time because man's muscle was everything. Once the machines came, man's muscle went backwards. Right now, all these institutions are built to prove that man's memory is everything. But in the next 5–10 years, like how man's muscle went away, there was a time if you had big muscle, we would have made you the boss of this place. But today we will maybe keep you as a security person out there. We won't make you the boss. Similarly, if you have big memory, today you may be the boss. Once these gadgets come, which have more memory than you, your memory will not mean anything. So what will be the value? What will be the value of being human? Lot of people are worried their jobs will go away. They're inviting me to all these AI conferences. I say, why are you inviting me? I'm not a technology person, nor am I an artificial intelligence. They're saying, no, our problem is, what will we do? I said, you are the ones who said, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's AI. If every damn thing is done by the machine, then what kind of a human being you are will become the highest value. Good times are coming. Hello? Isn't it? People with big muscle, when they were the leaders, world happened in one way, for everything they bashed. Even now, I think all your movies are like that only. The big guy is always bashing somebody else. Yes or no? Big guy, big fist or big gun is still dominating, though in the world around it's gone away, in the movies it's not gone. Now big memory is ruling, that will also go. So what will rule? Depends how conscious and how wonderful a human being you are, that will become the highest value. And that is the most important thing, because you are the only creature that we refer to as human being. We don't call a tiger being, an elephant being, a grasshopper being, we don't do this. Only to you, because you are supposed to know how to be. How far away from truth are we? But if you know how to be, how would you be? Highest level of pleasantness for yourself, isn't it? If you are in a… have you noticed this? On a certain day you feeling wonderful and you are so wonderful to everybody around you. Another day you're feeling a little nasty within yourself, you give a piece of it to everyone. Yes or no? So this is the main problem. We have been trying to create good people. Good people have been a disaster. We need to create joyful and conscious human beings. When you're joyful, you're reliable, aren't you? Hello? When you're joyful, we can easily expect you will do pleasant things to everybody. When you're miserable, it doesn't matter how good you think you are, you will do miserable things to everybody. This is why good people have done more miserable things to everybody else than not so good people. They mind their own business. People who think they're not so good, who know they're not so good, they will go sit somewhere in one bar and drink themselves to whatever state they want. It's the good people who go and mess with everybody. People who think the highest level of goodness in people's minds is God, all right? People who think they're working for God Haven't they done the most horrible things on the planet? Yes or no? Hello? Still continuing to do, they are the people who are exploding because they think they are working for God. Because the moment you think you're good, it gives you a license to do all kinds of rubbish. Goodness is not what we need. We need more conscious and pleasant human beings. If you're feeling wonderful, you're inevitably nice to everything around you, isn't it?